Are you a global superpower looking to project influence in the newly opening Arctic? Look no further than Greenland, the gateway to the Arctic Ocean. Most of Greenland, this massive island, is located conveniently within the Arctic Circle. This is why it was the chosen jumping-off point for Arctic explorers who were trying to be the first to reach the North Pole in the early 1900s. In fact, the US recognized that this massive island was a smart geopolitical location a long time ago, convincing Greenland's colonizers to help them evict an Inuit community so that they could put an airbase up here. The top of the world turned out to be a perfect location to traverse their growing empire and to spy on the Soviets during the Cold War. They even had nuclear weapons up here for a time. And it wasn't just one base. Over the course of the 20th century, the US set up a handful of military bases in Greenland. They used this island to put up these massive radar systems, which would serve as early warning in case a Soviet invasion came from the north. And now it just looks like a full-blown prop from a Star Wars movie. I mean, look at these. So Greenland's strategic potential was clear, but once the Soviet threat went away, the US mostly abandoned its presence here. Though they still have that base way up north, and they've turned it actually into the base of their Space Force. But they eventually closed down their embassy in the capital, and Greenland went back to being nothing really useful to the great powers. Just a frozen island at the doorstep of a frozen ocean. So Greenland, this massive Arctic island at the gateway to the Arctic Ocean, is now becoming much more important. That's because this ocean that's always been frozen is melting more and more every year, opening it up to new trade routes, to new resources, to new versions of influence that can be exerted at the top of our planet. And so great powers are once again paying attention to this place. Because great powers no longer see a desolate frozen island, they see opportunity. They see an island perfectly located close to new enticing shipping lanes. They see an island with territorial waters full of new resources, whose territorial claims theoretically extend all the way past the North Pole, incidentally overlapping with Russia and Canada. They see the potential of this place being a repository of rare earth elements, the stuff we need to build modern electronics like cell phones, computer hard drives, and electric vehicles. Suddenly, this place is becoming a lot more valuable in the eyes of people who want power.